Another mukbang for you. We have stickskebobshop. We also have wine from Keswick Vineyards. I have Chardonnay because I'm eating shrimp. And William has Merlot because he is eating lamb. Red for red meat, white for seafood. So, I'm kind of hungry, but we should do our thumbnail first. I think it's under new ownership. Everything looks different and tastes a little different. Not bad, but different. Come on, let's do our thumbnail. What are you doing? Put that back. What's going on? Why are you moving things?
Eat, drink, and stuff.
Decide how you're going to pose for the thumbnail. Let's go. Okay, that's good. Let's eat, let's eat, let's eat. We always get the same sauce. It's lemon, sesame vinaigrette. I don't know. It's good. I'm really fattening though. Whenever I put it into my my Fitness Pal, it looks real sad. Real sad. But it's worth it. I don't have it that often, honestly. You do have to shake it / stir it though. I think they make all these things in-house. It's like a loose franchise chain type of thing. William, tell them about your wine.
I have a Merlot from Keswick.
Fluffy scratching his box.
2017 Merlot. The cork looks really nice. I don't always love Merlot, but I don't hate Merlot. And I think that this lamb will probably make it better. Check out that cork.
And I have Chardonnay. I do hate Chardonnay. I also hate Merlot. I love all wine. So I hate them in context. We're in these wine clubs and we can't always control what wines we're going to get. So, I mean, you know, some people like this. And it is a good Chardonnay. I mean, it's for 2018. A state reserve. So, like, they were trying to disrespect me. They didn't know I don't like it, but I don't. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be delicious as far as Chardonnays go. William's bougie, so he's decanting his Merlot, even though he doesn't even like it.
It's red wine. Red wine normally should be decanted. Unless you're just talking about some old whatever bottle from the grocery store. It's like $5 or something. Then why would I love it?
No. What's going on is I'm whining.
Whining about your wine?
Whining about my wine. Yes, William, that's what I said.
The cork smells fine.
Of course it does. It's Keswick. It's going to be good.
Keswick is cool because this is why we brought this other bottle over here. Every year they have nights where people go and mix certain of their single varietal wines for that year into a blend called the consensus. So they decide, you know, which one is best each night, and then at the end of whatever the season, there's like all these different groups making their wine, and then they pick a winner from those groups. And then this is the last year's winner, the people in this bottle. We hope to eventually be winners of this.
Boring. You have to go and compete to even be a winner.
Well, yeah, exactly.
We could never even remember what it is.
Well, we'll remember one day, for sure. Can I taste your Chardonnay? It's the State Reserve. Have you tried it?
Yeah, the Chardonnay is buttery. It's pretty good. In order to make myself like Chardonnays, I don't drink them cold. If it's warmer, it's better for me.
That's a really good Chardonnay. I like it.
No.
Yeah.
Not because you eat it. Drink it. Right, let me tell you what I have. So I have shrimp, as you saw in the thumbnail, and some rice down here. The shrimp tastes relatively similar to how it used to. The rice is different. It used to be pilaf, but now it's like pesto rice. We get olives and Kalman olives and feta in ours, and onions. They all seem fine. They used to give me more carrots, but whatever. The salad is a little different. It's just overall sad looking now, and there's no dressing. The salad used to be fun, now it's not. Muhammad's actually, I think, has had an improvement. Better. What'd you get?
I got lamb kebabs. You know, similar, a platter just like you have, but mine has lamb. It has the hummus, it has the onions, the olives, and the feta. So it has the rice. It does have some green flecks. I don't think it's pesto. There's no flavor of pesto in the rice that I can discern. You think there is? Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is pesto rice. Yeah, we love sticks. Lamb is delicious always. Although this lamb looks a little more overcooked than it sometimes does. Sometimes the lamb is really juicy.
Yeah, well, I think it's new ownership, and it's not as good.
Definitely much drier than normal, actually.
We got 6 catering at work, and it was horrible. But now I'm thinking maybe it's just different. I thought it was from a different location. This is still better than that. But also we eat the chicken, and I don't know what the chicken's like. I don't get the chicken.
We never get the chicken.
No. Maybe the chicken's always been terrible.
Like normally there's a little bit of like pink in the middle of this lamb. And there's none right now. And there's actually some like charred parts on the tips. It's definitely overcooked. To say the least.
The shrimp is fine. It's good. A little salty, but good. Okay, so wait, let me taste it. Rude. Adro should become a sommelier. Adro's good at wine. The Chardonnay's better. I've never been a fan of Merlot. It's not the Merlot's fault. This is, I would say, medium quality Merlot. Pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah.
Tastes like Merlot. Take this back. Okay, so I feel like recently some of the videos haven't been very exciting. And I apologize for that. You know, it's hard creating all of this content by myself. I'm kidding, but I'm kind of not. It's just in the way that I was watching today and I was just thinking, I need to bring the excitement back. So, we're going to work on that a little bit by little bit. But, first thing we're going to do is not be boring in our mukbangs. Not that we're boring. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm being so self-deprecating. What I'm saying, though, is that we have had a tendency to talk about things we're too passionate about, so we rambled on and on for a little bit, and you guys are probably like, what? I mean, okay, we heard you, like, well, let's move on, because let's not, yeah. So, we're not going to do that anymore. We'll be limited to 3 minutes when discussing politics. 3 minutes per issue.
I would just like to say that this Merlot is a nice pair with this lamb. The Merlot by itself was just kind of boring. Wasn't bad. And with the lamb, it brings out a nice... It brings out a lot more complexity in wine, actually. Thankfully, because the lamb needs it and the Merlot needs it. Together, they're much better than the sum of their parts.
Let's get into this conversation and let's talk about my knees. I have arthritis in both of them. I went to the doctor. I knew I had arthritis in them. There was nothing else it could be. There's no injury.
Sad.
You know? My sister has arthritis. I knew it was going to be arthritis. So I just went to get an x-ray because it's just been hurting a lot, my left one. I went on like Friday? Saturday? Whatever. It doesn't matter the day.
What Friday?
Friday. Thursday. Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
And I got my x-ray. She felt it all up and stuff for like 20 minutes like they do. And like it literally didn't hurt at all. Like nothing she was pressing hurt. So she was like, but it's swollen all the hell, so it's time for the x-ray. And the x-ray obviously showed arthritis. I mean, actually very early signs. Everything looked good except like the spacing was all clear and big in between everything. Except for the patella. Underneath the patella was a little cloudy, less space, and she was like, "Yeah, that's like a little bit." Well, so what I need to say about that is, first of all, that is amazing to me because it feels like something is wrong. This is a little bit. This is the smallest bit of arthritis. Like I'm gonna go do physical therapy, maybe get like a cortisol shot or whatever. But like. She's saying like this is so early that she would almost not call it arthritis yet. I can just see you will have arthritis. And I'm like, but it's swollen everywhere. It hurts a lot. Are you telling me this is nothing? And she's like, yeah, I mean, kind of.
Well,
on the grand scale of arthritis, it's nothing, you know? And so yesterday when we were doing butt day, I was stretching and I felt a pop in my other knee. And now... Today, I mean, it's not as bad as my left day, but my right knee is hurting a little bit, and like now I have arthritis in both of my kneecaps. It's
butt day is another term for leg day.
No, it's not because
this was specifically
glutes. Butt day set different from other. Yes, it's butt day, and then
people might think something different about butt day. I'm just gonna say butt day.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
I think they understood me. Right.
Hopefully so, contest.
My knees are sticky right now because I put a lot of CBD oil on them. And I have these like athlete strength, prescription strength, I guess, anti-inflammatories. I took one of those.
The only thing you can do is just keep doing what you're doing and monitor your progress and take it one day at a time, you know?
You know, I was glad. I know this isn't right, but I was glad it wasn't an injury because, you know, I'm health coach Adrian. I know how to work out. Like, I would have been so offended if it was an injury. So I was like, yes, I knew it. It is arthritis. I didn't do anything wrong, but then also an injury could have been cured, and arthritis is just a death sentence. So knee replacement for me.
You know who else has arthritis in their knees?
Who?
Todd Gurley.
He seems to do all right.
Well, he's on both of our fantasy football teams.
Let's talk about fantasy football. Because I don't know if anyone where I work watches my channel. I have it on my computer, so they might know about it, but I'm doing good because I'm not doing it. He's doing it. Duh. I've done it before. It's not for me. No, by proxy. I mean, I purchased you fair and square as my proxy.
Purchased?
Yes, I'm married to you. It's purchased. Like Louisiana Purchase. Now and forever.
She purchased me. Who'd you use to pay?
This is PG.
Who did you pay exactly?
This is PG.
Well,
also, I paid your mom.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. She don't want to take care of you anymore.
No, I got you.
Right, so fantasy football is like the wildest thing. First of all, it is gambling and it's not legal. I don't understand why it's illegal to people. We're breaking the law. I mean, if we're in a state where you can't gamble like that. We have casinos here now, so we are not breaking the law. But previously, in previous years, we probably were. We've been playing fantasy football for like, I have actually legitimately having a fantasy team before, and I was not the loser overall. I came in like third and shit, but.
I mean, there's national fantasy football gambling on every single football week for years.
Yes,
like
but
FanDuel
not every single state can have it.
They do though. Every state has FanDuel.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
and that's like daily betting on like that day's games.
I knew someone whose husband gambled up like a lot of money, like $30,000.
Yeah.
And then she got the money back because he had been from an IP address in a state where you can't do that.
Really?
Yes.
I never heard of that. How long ago was that?
A while.
Oh. I'm sure they changed something so that.
I was an adult, but.
Because it's still happening. People are still losing money.
Yeah, but if you're in a state where it's okay.
It's happening in every state still, though.
Yeah. Well, I feel like people don't actually come for them ever.
Maybe.
Or know their state laws.
They probably changed the way they act, like some little technicality about the way they do business.
But definitely they got money back and stuff, and I was impressed. I was like, what do you mean? He uploaded that cash fair and square! And she got money back. I was so impressed.
Well, I mean, your work is sanctioning it. 100%.
No. In Virginia, we have casinos. We can gamble. I'm saying, here it's fine. Today it's not breaking the law. I was thinking beyond our years when we still did it back then. But it is still weird to gamble at work. In my opinion. I didn't know we were going to buy-in. I mean, I don't care. I don't mind. I'm down with gambling. We're adults. I just do think it's weird. There's some sort of something that could be weirdly, I don't know. It's only $10.
Well, it was 20.
It's 10.
Oh. That's weak.
It's at work. How much are you got? Theirs isn't sanctioned by work. They just have their own little leagues.
Yeah, as anyone can in the world.
And how much are your buy-ins?
$50. That's normal.
That's a lot.
It's not really a lot. And so, we ended up getting Todd Gurley. Well, I did all the drafts, I guess, but the one that she did for hers was a proxy because I just had to write out rankings, my personalized rankings, and then write out my draft strategy. And I didn't get to be able to write out the draft strategy because I didn't know her plays in the draft order until an hour before. Is that right? Mm-hmm. So I only had 1 hour to try to type out a draft strategy for her based on where she was in the draft order.
And I was talking to customers, so I didn't have time to talk to him about it.
And it was just like down to the wire, trying to send it to her and then putting it in the right format.
And he made it feel this stressful, so I was like stressed out to the max. I was so tight and wound up when I got home. Like, we had a fantasy football happy hour where we, did that. And I was like so stressed out. I was like, help me. And then anyway.
So anyway, the big question was, I think you were like, I don't remember what order you were in the draft, but you ended up getting Todd Gurley. I ended up, in my draft order, I got Todd Gurley, I was 12th. So I took Todd Gurley 12th overall. And I was trying to debate between him and Dalvin Cook.
Who?
Dalvin Cook. And I just wish I'd gone with Dalvin Cook now, obviously.
I don't know Todd Gurley and Galvin. I know Todd Gurley is, I have him, but Galvin Cook, I don't know who these people are.
Dalvin Cook is doing really well.
So you're saying you chose us the wrong person?
Well, Dalvin Cook has had a history of injuries. Todd Gurley now has a history of arthritis in his knees.
We can't help that! Don't discriminate! That is a genetic disorder. I didn't do anything to deserve this.
So far, though,
I've been winning.
Well, week 1.
I've lost. I've won 2, right? Or is this my second one?
We're on week 3 now.
We're on week 3. I'm going to win this week, too. I can tell. That's going to be my 3rd win. I'm going to the championships.
I have 2 wins in both of my leagues, and then her league, which I'm managing as well. So in three leagues, I'm 6-0 combined with 2 wins each.
That's good. And you're a champion. You're really.
Well,
we
so far.
are the
It's very early in the season now. Very early in the season. Her league is the easiest one to deal with because it's an 8-person league.
We're the leftovers. There were too many people, so there's a 16 and then an 8.
You guys should have had 12.
That does make sense, doesn't it? But not a lot of things make sense where I work. That's a different topic of conversation.
So like her waiver wire is chock full of options. And like her bench is a whole starting lineup for a regular team basically. Okay, so the last thing I'll say about Todd Gurley is it looks like he's going to be replaced by this guy Malcolm Brown for like 2 or 3 like series like, per game to like rest him enough so that hopefully his knees can hold up throughout the entire season. So we're probably going to get a little less production on a per game basis from Todd Gurley, but hopefully he'll still be there for us in the fantasy football playoffs, and hopefully we'll make it to the fantasy football championship and Todd Gurley will be able to produce. Unlike last year where his knees gave out at the end of the season and he didn't do jack diddly squat at the end of the year. So
don't be mean to him.
No, I'm just saying, he carried me to the playoffs and championship game and then put up an absolute dud when he got there.
That's not his fault. You knew he had arthritis.
I'm okay, I got 2nd place last year, I'll go away. There's still a cash prize or something.
Okay, so hashtag arthritis in your knees. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.